like. Don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. Like, you know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. Like, you know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
So excited to be here. I always
Back
miss and love
again.
Sundays when they come. So, Miss
You
D,
love
how
it
are
so
we
much that
today?
you want to do it every week.
Girl, we could. Don't for me. I'll do it. I'll do it. What time do I got? But all the time.
I'm not Miss D is not there yet. Okay, Miss D is not there
Okay,
yet,
it's
but
okay.
it's on my spirit.
You know what? It's okay. I feel like maybe we'll do like extras every so often, where we
Okay,
just
I
like pop
love
in,
that.
like we got to talk about it. But we got it. I love it because anytime I spend with you is amazing. So
Always, always.
always.
We're
All
always
right,
yapping it up.
let's do it. So, what are we here for today, Miss D?
Listen, we are gonna walk you through the LS Club life experience from beginning to end type of situation. We want to talk about all the things. That's what we're here to do. It's a guide for all of the newbies, a refresher.
Hmm.
And sometimes people just want to be nosy and they want to know what's going on in that club, but I'm scared to go in. So we're going to talk about that tonight.
Gang, let's do it. So, of course, we have it jam packed today, which we're going to talk about. Like Miss D said, we're going to talk about pretty much like a breakdown of LS events or lifestyle events. I know we did put a few polls up about like what did we expect and like all that good stuff,
We got
which we
some
had a
good
lot of good
feedback.
answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, rules. No, honestly the rules one was my favorite. Rules.
Right? I was like, I love this. Like all of them were so positive. It was like
Yeah,
rules, condom,
yeah,
not a whole bunch of men. I'm like, oh, look
yeah.
at you
I was
all.
like, honestly, utopia. Love it. It
Right.
was. Hey, how are you?
Happy?
Thank you for joining us. Hey, thank you for joining us. We actually just
What's
started,
up,
so you guys came
babe?
at the perfect time. So, I guess what we're gonna start with is pretty much what do you want to do? The breakdown of like, or what
Well, let's
type of
get all the
events have you
social
been to in
medias
the
out the way. Let's drop that right now. You know, you can find me, Miss D,
past?
on Instagram. It's right down there in that corner, Miss D X, and it is the exact same handle on FetLife. I post my events
Hmm.
on there, also on my
Hmm.
Instagram as well, and Facebook. And it is just Miss D, no X.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
So yeah, find me, tap in on there, and it's a great time. Things
Hmm.
coming up. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because
we're gonna make
you're always somewhere, and I live through you. I have like people who are on my friends list and be like, so Miss D's like always somewhere, huh? And I was like, yo, she is what I wish I was. If I had a car, I would never be home. I would never be home.
listen. Like you have to make friends. You have to be outside to make
I
friends.
know. Girl, you know me though. I have like anger issues and I do. And I like if it's not you there, I don't want to go 95% of the time. Or if it's not our girlies, I don't know them. I don't know the people, but I feel like I have to break out of that, which we're gonna
Yeah,
get to. We're gonna get to. We're gonna
we're
get
gonna
to
get to
definitely.
it. But you're
But
on Twitter. You're on all the things, right?
oh yeah, I'm on Twitter, I'm on TikTok, I'm on X, as Obey Miss J. Anything kinky related, that's where you're gonna go to. If you know
Yep.
me from my other social handles, you're more than welcome to add Ms. Giselle. However, anything kinky related, I will not be discussing any of that anywhere besides Obey Miss J. If it's not
Yes.
there, it's not happening. But So, pretty much we're going to be talking about lifestyle events. And what is a lifestyle event?
So we're not just going to be talking about lifestyle events. We're going to talk
Well,
about
yeah, just
particular
events in
kinds. We,
general.
we are going to dive into all different types, but
Yeah.
mainly we're focusing on today, like going to an actual like swingers club.
Swingers
Usually
club.
like a warehouse. Sometimes
Mhm.
it could be like a house setup. Sometimes it's like a small venue. It's all different types. Some I've seen them in storefronts, like
Mhm.
a whole resort. They're all different types. So we're going to talk about what do you do first. And the first thing I do, and the first thing I recommend everyone does, is do your research.
Heck yeah. Research.
Look them up on Instagram. You want to look inside. You want to see what it looks like. Look them
Mhm.
up on Facebook, TikTok. Clubs are now posting. TikTok is a great resource.
Mhm.
And go to their website. Go to their website because you want to know their rules, their dress
Mhm.
code. Miss J, do you
Mhm.
have like a certain attire you like when you go to a club?
Mhm. Yeah. Um, I think that's very important because I remember my first LS event that I went
Mhm.
to. I was under the impression it was one thing, but it was totally something else. And I dress your girl, I dress over all the time.
Oh, so you
I was the
came,
only bitch in I came in a bubble dress,
yeah.
a bubble
You
shorty
were
dress.
serving. You came to serve the girls.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And everybody's looking at me. One thing I would say, goddess treatment was extra that day. They were like, "Wow, you came to this event like that." I was like, "Yes, this is exactly intentional, exactly intentional." Um, but it was very good, especially like looking up the rules. I think that makes somebody who has anxiety issues as myself.
Yeah.
Research is amazing, and I actually judge events, in my opinion, how their social media is. So if I don't
Oh my
see
God.
your
Yes.
website, if your website looks like a 2-year-old made it, I don't know.
Or it hasn't been updated since
Oh,
2002. I'm like,
ma'am. I'm
I
like,
know
that's
that
suspicious.
nothing inside that building has been updated in the past 22
Oh,
years,
exactly.
probably.
No, exactly. Ma'am, not even a word. And I judge it. And then, like, especially if you don't have the updated, like, social medias like TikTok, you don't have
Yes,
an
so
Instagram, you don't
important.
have, like, even if you have like 5 people and I just seen that you just started it, I'm a
Right,
little more hopeful. But if I see that you have nothing but your website that doesn't look good and you have no presence online, even Facebook,
right.
I'm a little questioned about it. But also looking on their Facebook pages, especially, I like to see if they have any past events, if anybody I know has been there.
And look at the images. Listen, you have to
Exactly.
get the tea. Like I love to go visit like a lifestyle venue when I'm out of town, like when I'm traveling for work.
Hmm.
I'm not, and I'm going alone, so that's already like risky
Hmm.
business. I need to know the ins and out of this building, and that is not like common in LS, right? All the old
Yeah.
school places, they don't post what it looks like inside. It's very
Oh,
secret
yeah,
club,
no,
secret
definitely.
society. The venues that are newer are doing that because people want to know. People want to know what I'm walking into before I get there. Like that's
Yeah.
important.
No, exactly. Especially like, again, my first one I went to, again, nobody really told me anything. They didn't explain anything. And it was a well established thing back in the day.
Okay.
And they didn't tell me that my phone was going to be taken or covered up. I
Really?
think they put a sticker on it and they were like, we have to cover your phone. And I was like, no, I'm
Yeah.
not giving you my phone. I don't know y'all. I was like, I don't know
Got
y'all. You're not taking my
to.
phone.
Privacy, baby. Privacy. But yeah,
Exactly.
and definitely listen, you have to go on their website, not only for all of these details, dress code, rules, all of these things,
Mhm.
but also sometimes you have to fill out forms ahead of time. You can do
Mhm.
it there at the venue, but I'm telling you, it's going to make your check-in process so much longer. So if you
Yeah.
can, it has some type of form membership. Some places require memberships. Do that shit on their website before you go. I'm telling
Mhm.
you, it will save you 20 minutes. Okay.
Yep. And when in doubt, if you're like me, everybody, email or call if you can.
They
Email,
will
call.
answer the
That's what they're
phone.
here
I have
for.
called so many places, and they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
sensual seduction touch."
Yep. No, I love it's like low key embarrassing, but also like very welcoming when I call them I go in and they're like, "Oh my God, you're Jazz. You're the person I spoke to on the phone." I'm like, "Fuck." She knows. She knows this is my first time, and then. But I like the fact that they remembered me too, right? So it starts building that
Yes,
trust,
that's
and the
so
fact that
important.
they're building that safe bridge with me, and I'm like, okay, I'll stay here. I'll stay here.
Yep. So that's like our step one process, right? You're doing your research,
Hmm.
you're going on social media, you're going to the website, you might be calling. Maybe you want to do a little drive by. Maybe it's not too far.
Oh
Something
yeah.
you just want to peek the scene. I've done that before.
Hmm.
Do your research. Step two is all the things to expect upon arrival.
Exactly. Don't
Arrival.
hold up the line. Don't hold up the line.
Listen, I think a lot of people just sit in their cars for a minute and just are like
Yeah.
nervous, like in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I think that is a thing. Even the people that have
Mhm.
been multiple times, like you're just sitting in your
Oh
car, like,
yeah.
oh yeah,
I don't care how much I've been to a place. I'm still gonna be in that situation where I have to call. You know what I mean? Like I have to be like in a moment of hyping myself up. Just like if you're going to a job, you know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
need that moment of clarity and peace to hype yourself up and then jump in. Give me one
right.
second. But yeah. Oh, we love that. Thank you.
No, I
Hey,
definitely like
Jazzy.
need a second,
Oh yeah.
like before I pop in, just because, to me, if
Mhm.
you're going to it in the right mindset, it's a very vulnerable thing, right? To be
Oh
like
yeah.
in front of people in your most vulnerable state. Some people are naked, some people are
Hmm.
doing like, like that is like crazy to think about
Yeah.
for real. And so I do need like a second, like, okay, like, hopefully
Hmm.
everybody here is respectful and
Hmm.
on the same vibe I'm on, so I can
Hmm.
have a good time.
And that's to scope out first. Like I literally look at other people before they go in, and I'm like, I count. I think like especially I think the one time I was really nervous, and I was like, okay, the 10th person goes past me, then I have to go in.
Yeah.
I use it like a challenge for myself. Um,
And
but
that
I just
helps.
it does because it has to be your choice. You have to want to have fun. You have to want to do this. Don't let nobody force you into nothing.
It does.
Of
And the
course.
one thing I definitely want to talk about, like upon arrival, is like what you see. Every club looks different. Like I said, some clubs are
Mhm.
storefronts, some are warehouses, some look like nightclubs, some look like strip clubs, some look like houses. They all look
Oh,
different. But upon arrival on the club ones, that's the ones I mainly focus on here
mhm.
when I'm referencing a lot of these things. You will probably look for a discreet door because most of the doors are like super discreet. It's not like signs like, hey,
Yeah.
club here, guys. Like, it's a very discreet situation. There might be a
Mhm.
security guard. Me and my
Mhm.
partner, we were in New Orleans. We went to this one
Mhm.
called Colette. And we knew because we just was looking for the cute, sexy girls in lingerie. We was like, oh, they went in that door. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Context clues, you know?
Yeah,
No,
like you have to look for the door.
yeah. And of course, like keep in mind too, especially like during the colder months, right? They have coat check. You got to check about their food and beverage section. Like, what are they going to be offering? Like stuff that they're going to have at these events and these clubs and what have you. You got
Yeah.
to make sure, like, you're prepared. Make sure you eat and drink beforehand. That's why I tell people beforehand, regular eat and drink. I don't care. I'm like a
I
grandma. I always have hard
know.
candy in my bra. Like I don't play.
Unless you are bottoming, then I understand. What up, Cardi?
Hey, Cardi.
Unless you're bottoming, then of course
Mhm.
you're probably not going to eat. But other than that, yeah. And then they do usually have little snacks. They have
Yeah.
water, little chips, stuff like that. I've been to places that had full like food. I'm not a
Mhm.
girl that eats the food at the circus club. I know some people are,
Mhm.
but I don't
I
know.
don't
I just
care.
don't want chicken wings where dinglings been swinging. I just
No. No. What did I go? I went to it was a strip club that I went on New Year's. Bro,
okay.
they had a charcuterie board. Guess what bitch was there at the charcuterie board? These bald-headed white ass men waiting in line. My ass with a plate. I was like, "You gonna move? Can I get the prosciutto or not? You're taking up all the cheese and the olives. Hurry up! Hurry up!"
Listen. But listen, before you even get to the food, you gotta go to
Yeah.
security. Usually you're going to
Oh,
security, you're gonna get your bag checked, you're getting the wand, pat down. I'm just gonna
Chicken wings and dangling.
I don't want my chicken wings and my dinglings. No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Exactly.
But you're gonna get searched, that's for sure. You're gonna do a code check, phone check. Some places you can't bring
Mhm.
your phone in, so you gotta leave it in the car. Hey, Brianna. Or sometimes they'll take your phone, they'll lock it up for you. I've been to a
Yep.
lot of places, they'll lock up your phone for you. Um, and then most places are BYOB. Like you get a
Mhm.
bottle check, you get a number, you get a band, and it usually
Mhm.
matches your bottle. They give it to the bartender, and then you can drink on your own bottle, and they have mixers like all night.
I
That
love
is,
that.
love that part. Love
I
that
do like
part.
that actually. That's a good idea. I've never experienced that part, like bring your own bottle. I'm thinking if I'm already spending money on a ticket half the time, because I, like you said, I usually go to like VIP events, right?
Okay.
Hey. I usually go to like VIP events, so like my ticket is included. I get X amount, or I get this, or I get that. So I don't think about it. But again, that comes with the research. You know what I mean?
Right.
So do solo trips. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, like I don't know. I think I like that process, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bougie bitch. When I go out, I like going out. If we ever went to a club together, I think like when I used to go to this club, it was called. It was like it was in Shampoo in Philly.
Okay, I know Shane.
Girl, my tab was like at least $400 or $500.
Girl,
I
what were you doing? It was not even that
oh,
expensive
I
back
take care
then.
of my
What
bottle girls.
the
That's
hell were
why.
you doing?
I
Man,
take care of my girls. That's what it is. I have my shots girls with me all time.
okay. All
Her tip
right.
was 100, and I loved her. It's
I was
fine.
a teenager in Shampoo. I wasn't tipping no bottle girl.
No, no. I had money, gang, gang. I had money to spare. I was stupid back then because I worked two jobs and go straight to the club and go back to work the next
Listen,
day right
and
after the
blow
club.
it and blow it and blow it.
Ma'am, hey, I had it.
No, but
But
I definitely want to talk about like the clubs that are out here. So
sure.
mm, there's so many, but also not really. Like I wish Philadelphia had a lot more to offer.
Give me 1 second. So the one I was talking about, it was on Wednesdays. My club was there on Wednesdays. It was called Nocturne, I believe. And Nocturne was an alternative, but there would be like certain sections where you knew.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
everybody was
I
like
like that
connected.
setup.
Yeah.
No, I like that
So
setup. I
mhm,
feel like the most generic, like you know how like in
mhm,
the gay club in Philly, like everybody's like,
mhm.
oh, don't go to Woody's for
Yeah.
tourists and straight women. Like that's how I
Mhm,
feel about Pleasure Garden. Like Pleasure Garden is like
mhm,
huge. It's the dance floor's huge. They have two bars,
mhm,
whole bunch of play areas. The setup is
mhm,
nice, but most of the people I know, most of the
mhm,
Black and Brown Indigenous people I know, only go on first
mhm,
Fridays because that's when you don't have to pay for a membership. So that's
mhm,
kind of like the poppin' night. The people in the lifestyle would say the Black night. Definitely heard
mhm,
that from several people. So first
mhm,
Friday, so that's coming up soon. And that's in South
mhm.
Philly on Passyunk. Have you ever been there before?
I have not. I haven't been to any of the clubs in Philly since there was like a few scandals in certain places. Every
Okay.
time I was getting excited about something, something happened. I was like, I'm not, I'm just gonna go to private events. Like I was like, I don't have the stress. I don't, because if somebody does, I to backtrack a little bit, the last event I went to, it was another VIP night. Somebody got my friend and tried to assault her. And I'm
Oh my God.
drunk at the time. And mind you, I don't give a shit. I'm fighting this grown ass man. And I was like, he was like, she wanted it. I was like, first of all,
She
that's
wanted
not what
it.
she doesn't. Yeah, I know, right?
You don't do
And
that.
bro, and I was just like, she would not, first of all. Mind you, I'm drunk, and all I remember is the bouncer like taking me out, but I was like calling him my husband the whole time. I was like, "We're gonna get married one day." I was lit. I was way too lit,
A mess.
too lit. I'm a party
Absolutely
girl.
a mess.
We all should go one
You
night. We should all
should.
go,
I'm so
Brittany.
down. I'm so down. But I always recommend Pleasure Garden to like newbies because it's just like
Maybe.
very neutral. The dance floor is huge. You don't have to like.
Mhm.
You're not Like it's very like baby steps. Like, there's a huge BDSM room. You can like kind of peek your head and like see what other people are doing. And then like the private rooms, you can shut the door. And that is another thing I want to start talking about before we talk about any more places in Philadelphia is
Okay.
once you enter the rooms, like the private rooms, okay, where
Mm-hmm.
it's going down, where you're playing, you're bringing your partner, maybe you met somebody at the club, and
Mm-hmm.
these are the rooms. Okay, so you go in a room, there's usually a bed, there's usually sheets. There should always be sheets in a room and towels because
Mm-hmm.
they should be changed out all the time.
Good.
Some places give you lube, some places give condoms, but you should always bring your own things.
Oh yeah.
Always bring your own things.
Would you prefer to bring your own like toys?
1000%.
Good. Good, good, good. Because I'm actually I want to show a flyer real quick because I was interested because they were saying bring your own toys. And I was like, do people not bring their own toys? So I was a little, I don't know. But I'm going to show this
Some
real quick.
places I think
Oh,
people don't bring it, but we'll talk about it after.
yeah, well, definitely. So this is a flyer from an event. So this is, I've never been to this event. So just full disclosure, I just liked how they had everything available on their flyer. It shows you like from the pictures, right? Of like what to kind of expect. The name of it, the cost of the cover, the date, blah, 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 blah. But I like the fact, again, it's open to all, bring your own toys. They let you know that, of course, there's going to be music there because there's a DJ. And, all their like particular information. So you can look for these people's social media. That's what I did. I was like, find their social medias, see if it's like, connected to everything. You know what I mean? Because you
Right.
don't want something to advertise. And then like after the fact, it's not that way. Because we all have been duped,
100%.
Exactly. Yes, always bring your own toys.
Always. I don't know. Okay. I have been to this one venue where people were using like their floggers that they had there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I guess cool,
That's what I
but no. Community, listen,
No,
no
not
community toys. We
no
don't
community
do
toys. I'm
that.
not touching nobody else's stuff if it's not boiled or brand new and washed in front of me.
That's
I'm
what I'm
not.
saying. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
thank you. But
Yeah,
I
no.
don't know, like, not toys, but like floggers, right? Floggers. Um,
I have been
the
to places where the dungeon offers. It's just one spot that I love. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. It's in Florida, and they have this. Oh my god, their dungeon fucking
Mhm.
eat this shit up. You would love their dungeon, but they have all of these like different type of floggers there
Mhm.
for you to use at your disposal. And the dungeon master there will teach you properly how to use them. And then they have all the things how to sanitize them, like all right there. Like, so that I feel like was okay. And I like their setup
Yeah.
and yeah. But like toys, like insert
Yeah. Not the
toys,
toys.
if
I'm
if
not
a
doing that.
place offers you
Yeah.
toys that aren't fresh, brand new,
Yeah.
you need
I'm
to
not doing
run
that.
for the
You know
hills.
what? That would make it killing though if you have like a booth or something in there with all
That
brand new
would.
shit. You know what? D. This is what we're doing. We're gonna invest in some toys and shit. We're gonna go to these events and just sell them.
Just sell the
And
toys.
just spray everything. The toy sanitizer, everything.
We're gonna sell toys, sexy lingerie,
Oh, all of
robes.
it. First of all, we'll talk about that another show because I've been watching a lot of stuff with men with lingerie on. Delicious.
Oh my
With the garter
god!
belts and the lace. Get out of here.
Can I
We'll talk about
tell
that.
you? Can I tell you? Going to events, right? Going to clubs. I love when like the girls dress up. I love a theme. I love like to see women so cute lingerie. But if
Oh
I
yeah.
see a man dressed up
Take my
in a
money.
in a robe, in something like a harness,
Bro. Men in corsets.
baby.
We're derailing, but we're definitely gonna talk about this. We're
No,
gonna talk about this.
it's part of the
That's
culture.
another
It's part of the
that's a whole
culture
exactly for the culture. We gotta investigate.
because it's so good. Like y'all
Oh,
don't understand. It's so good.
delicious. But so we talked about security checks, we talked about the
We're supposed to be talking about
tour
in the playroom.
playroom. I don't know. I've never I've never personally been in. The only times I've ever been into like what would be considered like a playroom was more of again queen treatment or goddess treatment room, or I was crushing somebody. So
Yeah.
or stepping
Like
on them.
in the
So it wasn't really
club.
like a private thing because those were public.
Yeah, so you can definitely do public play. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that you shouldn't, but like in a
Oh, no,
playroom,
no.
you can still do public play in a playroom too,
Yeah,
because
of course.
there's either a door, a
Mhm.
curtain, or sometimes they also have like a rope. Some places offer a rope. So you can
Mhm.
shut the door and completely be you private with you and your partner, and y'all just y'all hot and tot because y'all done seen all the things. And now y'all getting in, y'all don't need y'all locking the door. Now you
Mhm.
can leave the door cracked just for like people they're allowed to watch, but nobody's allowed to come in. But just y'all are still doing y'all thing, and people are allowed to watch. And sometimes people put the rope over the door for that too. Like so,
Mhm.
rope means don't cross, but look, you can look, don't touch.
Don't touch.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now,
No means no.
open door. That means come on in. Now, you do
Mhm.
have to ask. I would never say just jump in on a scene. You do need to ask permission, but
Mhm.
usually open door means that they'll negotiate some play.
Mhm. I
So,
like
yeah,
that.
I love that. And I like that room. All rooms are different. Some are beds,
Mhm.
some have like that sex chair. I don't know what the
Mhm.
fuck you call it, but it is my favorite thing in the world. I
Mhm.
love a venue that has like a sex machine. I don't want to get on it. I did get on it once, but I like to watch people on it. That's a good time.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a good time. I'm telling you.
That's another show right there because I could talk about those
No.
machines all the time. That
Now,
was like my first purchase I wanted to do when I was younger, like when
you
I
like,
became of age.
really? Did you buy one?
Yeah, and I broke it.
Of course you did.
Of course
Of
I
course
did.
you did. Of course you did. Now listen. Now, Satan Centers in the
Uh huh.
Northeast. They also have a place in Atlantic City, and they
Okay.
also own this place called Role Play. It's like underneath 95, across. It's like near the Nest. That's another
Okay.
venue that's like Fishtown area. So Satan Centers though, they don't have any like really private playrooms. Like they have like a curtain system, like you can shut the
Okay.
curtain, but it's the same thing as the door. The curtain
Yeah.
shut, you can't. They want privacy. It's open a little bit. You can peek. Fully open, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
that is like a venue I love because it's like a lot of open play, and I like open play when I'm with my partner.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same. Same. Like I said, I'm also that bitch with the popcorn watching everybody, encouraging. Do you guys need some water? You need some water. I'm so proud.
Ooh, I love to be a voice. Like, honestly, and I tell people this all the time. Like, I don't just go to events and like it's always a thing. Like, I always have to participate. No, some
Yeah.
majority of the time, I love just to be in the atmosphere. I love the sexual energy, and I
Yeah.
just want to watch. I just want to
Exactly.
watch.
I love encouraging.
Oh, I got you on the
Like
Florida
during the
spot.
whole scene. Definitely. You gotta connect Jazz and D. She needs Florida spots.
I don't know what area you're in, but I know Tampa and Orlando spots.
Okay. So I'll get y'all connected. That's my homegirl. That's she's from my other pod. You wanna see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? No, exactly. Like literally because I feel like I agree with Ms. D. Like I love this sexual energy. I love hyping
Yes.
people up. I'm a shy person, but I also like putting on a show. But I love when people put on a show, especially when I know they're shy. And I'm like, go ahead, just tell them you like it, or tell her she likes it. Like, go ahead, do that thing. Do the dial thing. Whatever makes you
Right.
feel good.
Right. Right. No,
But
listen. And there's more places like around in the area. There's a smaller place, but the couple there that owns it is great. They're called Perfect Stranger Lounge. They're in like West Philly.
mhm.
There's this new place like in the Kensington area. I cannot remember the name of it, but I toured it and it's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think, girl. My list is just drawing a blank.
It is, but I will say what I would like to do, kind of give you a break. Because, like I said, you have more experience with this. Me, I'm a homebody and I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
I'm the
wanted
one in
to
the streets. It's
explain.
not Miss J. It's me. I'm the
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah, when it comes to like being in person, I'm more of digital. I'll do it in person for money. I'm not doing it.
To pay me my coins
No,
immediately,
exactly.
and I'll
Like I
show
said,
up.
one thing I would say when I first started in this journey in my life was I'll be when I realized that I can get paid for just living my life, I was like, why
Yeah,
not? And
yeah.
especially like just my mere presence to talk to you and you're no, give me my money. If you can't pay for like a fucking quarter water or a huggy, what the fuck are you talking to me for?
I
Swinger
mean,
spaces.
yeah. So right now, what we've been
Mhm.
talking about were like swinger clubs that we
Mhm.
were definitely like referencing.
Which I want to jump back into that in a moment. I did want to like kind of touch base on when we were talking about the expectations or like what to expect in the clubs, the rules and everything. I actually went on this website. I believe it's role play. I'm not sure if it's the same role play.
It is.
This
It is
place
the
is it?
same
Oh, it
role
is.
right
Okay.
here.
So this is like their description from one of their latest events. I think they're on hiatus at the moment or they're going to open up soon again. But this is what I found and I actually liked it because it goes through like the vetting process which I think everybody needs to get adjusted to and a few other things. So here we go. So this is from their Bangkok party. It pretty much tells you like all the information, location information, the demographic, what to expect, right? Which is great. But this part here, so this has like the dress code, which is important, the vetting process, the membership fees, and the ticket fees, because they can sometimes be
Yeah.
different as well. So make sure you keep that in mind, but also the vetting process. So for people who don't know what the vetting process is pretty much like before you go to these events, like Ms. D was explaining, you have to, everybody's going to be different. This place is only looking for, at least for this event, I have a full face picture on their website ID or they have a profile. So it's kind of like a Facebook, I guess. I have not joined it. I don't know, but they have like that pretty much giving that information so they can double check. So when you come in, they know who you are, which I think is a
Right.
great idea. Because I personally feel like you should. I want to know if I'm hosting an event myself. I want to know who's coming in for
Who's
safety
coming in?
measures,
Yeah.
all that. I don't want to have, and if there's going to be doors, like I mean, door prices, or if there's going to be like door prices or anything like that, or you're bringing your friend at the last minute, that's good too. But also like to kind of like get an idea, right? To get an idea
Yeah.
of who's coming in for safety for everybody. Also,
No,
what
that's
was
a
the
good
other
thing to
thing
bring up.
about the what was the word I'm looking for? Results. If you're gonna have any type of intimate play, I personally always bring my results with me if I'm gonna be playful with someone or intimate because I'm not getting caught up.
Yeah.
I'm not getting, even though we're using protection, I'm still gonna do it.
Uh,
It cuts off.
oh, can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah, I hear you now, mama.
All right, but yeah, most people keep their results on their phone. Always keep that on hand. I totally agree, but I also want to double back to what Miss J was just talking about with the vetting process. Every club's vetting process is different. Some places will have a Google form for you to fill out. Some places it's not like it's no process, you know.
Yeah.
And some places want to know other people in the lifestyle that you know, so they want like references. I had someone reach out to me a few weeks ago and was just like, hey, can I put your name down? I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like some places are super strict. They want your FetLife name, your Twitter name, and if you got OnlyFans, they want to see it. Like some places are super super strict. And I also want to double back and talk about tickets, because tickets and membership are two different things. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to this swingers club, me and my friends. Tickets is $40. Okay, yeah, we got that $40. We're going. You show up and they're like, oh, it's $100. And they're like, wait, it says $40. Yeah, the ticket for tonight is $40, but the membership for the year, $60.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, they will get you. They be like, oh, cash, ATM right there. Like, membership fees are serious. In some places, are if you can get a year membership, that is fantastic. A lot of places are only 6 months, and this one place in Florida I go to, it is only 2 months. You have to buy a membership every 2 months.
See, I don't know. That sounds like very gamey to me. Like so, like in video, my hard stops with a lot of games and like playing games is if I have to buy a membership and buy the game, I already have an issue. Because what am I
Yeah.
buying both? And then it cuts my game off if I don't pay for the membership.
You know that people will pay top dollar to
Exactly.
maybe experience their kink. Maybe. Just a maybe.
Yeah.
And some places aren't like that, and some places have like a pass, like going back to Pleasure Garden, why a lot of people go on that first Friday because they waive the membership fee. So you're only paying $80 instead of the membership fee that's probably $150 because that place is very expensive. Membership is probably $150. Tickets probably $80. And so yeah, so people are like, oh, I'm gonna go that one day of the month that they waive that membership fee.
Mhm.
So yeah, every place is different, but
That is interesting though. So let me see something. Um,
websites for tickets, most places accept cash. Some places like accept cards, depending on just like the venue. Um, yeah. And
I don't
then you gotta
know.
think about it.
I don't know. I know like for me as somebody who was like new on the scene at the time, I think
Mhm.
that gave me a lot of confusion. So I'm happy that we get to talk about it now.
Yeah.
Um, because I know like again, I'm the type if I see that and then an additional fee, I'm not doing it. I'm
You're
not
like,
fucking.
oh, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna go buy a cheesesteak.
Like,
I'll talk to y'all
you're right
later.
here. Like you're here. You're already here. Like I drove all this way, or I came
Yeah,
here. Like that's how it kind of gets you. Like they really kind of get you
yeah.
that way.
You gotta
Um,
be quicker than that. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm a Puerto Rican Karen. It's not gonna work. I'm like,
well, I
I just
mean,
feel, but no, I wouldn't win because I should have did my due diligence. But at the same time,
right.
I'm gonna bitch about it. You're gonna hear me, and I'm gonna make a stink, and then I'm walking away. But now we have social
And
media,
most
so maybe
clubs
people.
traditionally women do pay a cheaper price. Most
Yeah,
clubs sometimes women are dirt cheap or even free. Couples are kind of like a mid tier
mhm,
price, and single men are top price.
mhm,
Usually, I would say like 80% of the places are set up like that. The single men always pay more. There are a lot of Facebook groups where you can meet up with people, so
mhm,
you have to go as a couple and pay a cheaper price, and you kind of get like a buddy system. And I know people that
mhm.
carpool together, and it's like a whole like community. So there's many different ways to venture out to a club. You don't have to go alone, people. You don't have to go
You know
alone.
what? I think that's what we have to do next time. We have to.
A group
Besides,
trip,
we're gonna talk about our event later, but I know I want to make another event or not event. We're gonna make an idea to go a trip to go to one of these events and
okay?
we're gonna carpool, and then we're gonna try. I'm gonna call and discuss with them, like, hey, yo, not only are we part of a show, so we'll promote, but we're gonna bring a whole carpool of people. Let's do a group
Right. Oh,
discount.
we should.
Like they do at the
It should
museum and
be
shit.
a field trip. It's a sexually
It's
speaking
just
field trip.
exactly. Oh, I love that. Let's do
I
it.
just want to be Mrs. Frizzle on the bus taking us to Pound Town.
Is that's what we're gonna call it. Honestly, Jazz, I totally understand because I'm that same way.
Yeah.
I do two things. I'll go to an event and then I'll hype myself out, and then my anxiety crushes me in the middle of everything, and I'm like, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.
I love taking my friends. Like I love
Yo,
taking like my just I love going with my girlfriends, like period. But I love taking like a newbie. I'm like, ah, come on, baby, let's go.
yeah.
Let's dive in and have an adventure.
Now let's. You know what? Yeah. Now I'm really on board with this sexually speaking field trip.
It's like we're doing this. We're doing
There you
this.
go.
She's
We can,
already
yeah, shit.
booking
We're
a bus.
calling. What was the place? What do you say? Pleasure Garden. We're talking to Pleasure Garden. I'm gonna call them tomorrow. I'm gonna send them an email. I'm like, hey
Oh my
yo,
god.
like, trust me, we were just
Maybe Saint Centers. I don't know. There's a lot of
we'll
places.
talk. We'll talk about that. If you guys would be interested in that, let us know so we
I
can plan
want
that.
y'all to drop in the comments if you have been to a place, like what has been your favorite place. Like I want to hear some things. Like there's another place called the Nest that I talked about. That's also in Fishtown.
Mhm.
Uh, very very nice venue. They don't have any private rooms. Everything's kind of like open play spaces. They offer a lot of classes though too. They don't just do
Mhm.
like swinger lifestyle. They offer so many different things.
I do like
Um,
the comment here real quick. With Jasmine's
yeah,
like, I want to cling to a safe person and watch in safety. Um, I totally understand that. We all need our safety blanket in these situations.
yeah,
But I feel like don't block your a blessing. Don't block your fun and your enjoyment in on this journey. Again, as somebody who has extreme anxiety, I understand completely. That's why, like, if Miss D's going, I am more than like
yeah.
95 to 100% going.
So this is my process of bringing a new person, right? We're going in arm in arm, hand in hand.
Mhm.
We're doing a tour together. Most places do tours. If they
Yep.
don't, hopefully you're with a friend that's experienced and has been there. But
Mhm.
go on the tour if you are a new person, go on the tour. So we're gonna go arm in arm. We're gonna do a tour together. We're gonna get a couple of drinks. We're gonna read the room. Okay. But
Mhm.
I also really liked you to separate from me just for a little bit. Go off, do your own thing for a little bit. Not you don't have to do anything, but just like
Mm.
venture out. Like don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Like I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. We still
Mhm.
locked in. But I need you to go socialize. Like I'm even that way with my partners. Like we are not going to be together all night. Okay, we'll check
Yeah.
back in a second. Go find something fun.
Ooh. Let's go to Shabari class soon. You
Y'all,
should because I definitely want to go to a Shabari. I definitely want to.
I'm still living
Uh,
off of a high from the Shabari I had a few weeks ago from that man.
I'm jelly. I'm jelly, but in a good way, such a respectful way. I actually had somebody comment on that. They said they liked our insight of how Shabari helps, like with anxiety and stuff like that. Like it
It
makes you feel comforted. And he was
really
like, I never thought of that. And I was like, yeah, to me, it's a big hug. Like,
does.
do it.
Think about people that have weighted blankets. Like now, like the new
Yeah.
thing is like weighted hoodies. Like Shabari is the same thing. It's that same pressure. It's that same. It's just walking around with a hug. I just look like a
Yeah.
weirdo. Like I'm just like yeah. It's walking around with a hug.
Yeah. But honestly, it is. I think like the event we had that you had like a few years ago, and again, I still talk about this. Like when I was tied up, just my hands alone, I was
Mm,
so sad when they took it off. I remember I forget who tied me up, and she was like, "Oh, you ready to come out?" And I'm like, "No, can I stay in it longer?" And she's
I
like, "Yeah,
think
if you want."
Mistress
Yeah,
Hottie
and
tied
she
you
was
up.
like, "Yo, I was so fucking happy," and I was just like, and then that's when I saw Sir Leezus, right? Was the one who was there,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
his communication was brilliant. I felt safe, especially because, again, as somebody who's kind of hoity-toity with DOMs, because I was a DOM, so I'm like,
Mm.
I can handle it. And he like corrected me too. He was like, "Yeah, but what about now?" I was like, "Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
Okay.
you know your shit. You know your shit."
Right.
And it was a great experience. But like you said, like sometimes just doing what you got to do and just like,
Mm.
jumping into it is what you have to do to start feeling accustomed to it. Just like your first job, just like anything you do by yourself for the first time that you can't have somebody with you.
Right.
Also, though, but also like just like Ms. D said, be on some groups that are going. Try to get acclimated with people. Again, when you're doing your research, talk to people. Talk to
Yes.
people online. It's nothing but nothing. Just talk to them.
Yes.
Say, hey, what was your experience? I always look at reviews too. If they have a reviews page,
And
I'm in that bitch.
can I just make a suggestion? Right. I agree with you. Right. I want everybody to link up. If you got some friends to this already, great. Go with them. If you have some friends that you can trust and like, listen, we just gonna see it. We just gonna try it out. Okay. Come with me. Go with that person. If you can go with your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, doesn't matter. Go with them. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I don't suggest, me personally, I don't suggest single men reach out
Yeah.
to women that they don't know that are
Yeah.
in the lifestyle asking to like tag along.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't
Don't do
I don't like that. I'm not like you're in like I think if a single man wants to go, he needs to go with some other friends of his, or sometimes you can't do that because there's a cap on single men. you need to find these groups that we're talking about. You need to find these groups that we're talking about and lock in with them. They pair you with a girl, or find a girlfriend, like a home girl,
Yeah.
and come with them. It's just never like a good thing to hop in somebody's DMs that
Yeah.
like is in the lifestyle. It's just a suggestion,
No,
guys. It's just a
can I? No, I want to jump on that because it's like we were just talking about this. My DMs are usually flooded with requests about shit like that, and I tell
every
them
day.
like, I don't know you. I don't
I
know you.
don't know you. No, I
I'm
don't.
not
And I
going
was
to have
thinking,
this moment. And again, it's not just men. This is just people in general, but mostly men. And I'm sorry to say, to me, it's kind of like a standard, but I think like because there's an expectation, right? You
yeah.
think I'm here to take care of you the whole night. I'm not here to take care of you. I'm here to have
I'm
fun.
like, and I feel like also, and I'm not gonna say every single person
Mhm.
is on the same board, but usually you think that if I'm going with you, I'm doing something with you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not.
We're just not. We're just not doing that. Like it's
No,
not
and I
happening.
agree
So
in the expectation. No, I agree. And I don't want to ruin your night and I don't want to ruin my night. So make friends.
listen,
Don't, and this is for anything in the world, not just this. Don't just be in women's DMs, bro. Don't nobody do that. That's very weird. Unless I tell people, if you see me online, why don't you comment on stuff? Let's have a conversation
right?
through there.
Yeah,
And then that
yeah,
will invite you to my DM, or I'll DM
right.
you and say, hey, but usually the communication is what? Hey, is it okay if I DM you? You're asking
Mhm.
permission to do that beforehand. And I'm going to say yes or no. Like,
And it's just an entitlement also. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
messaged you. Like, yeah, you and like 40 other people.
Oh.
And you all said, hey, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
you're good. Like, it's all the same thing. But as far as like going to it, I don't think that that is the way to like find your way in. If you're like, if you're a guy and you're afraid to go alone, like that's valid. Like, I don't
Yeah.
feel like you have to like be like you. Why are you scared to go along? That is totally fine. But you need to like lock in with one of these groups. Go with a homeboy. Go with a homegirl. Don't reach out to these girls, especially Miss J, especially Miss
Please
B,
don't.
because the answer is going to be no.
And honestly, block after that. I don't got time because you're already weirding me out. But I also want to say too, to jump on that, for the women of these groups or the femme presenting, whatever, please remember, don't ever let anybody guilt you into these situations.
Oh,
don't feel sorry. Don't do nothing. Because I've been that person. And it's always been bad for me at the end. Not terrible, but it's a situation where they're like, I thought we were gonna no.
Listen,
My services are not free. Chill.
We're not even on a real subject anymore, but it doesn't matter. Miss D and Miss J will always find a way to have a conversation about how you need to treat women, okay?
You know, that's going to be a segment of our show, how to treat women. Just because here's the thing too, is that like a lot of the times we're going to these events and these, clubs, we're here to meet women. We are to have fun, right? Everybody's here to have fun. But usually that's the thing. That's why the women's tickets are cheaper, blah, 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 because they're trying to get women into this event. They're going to be there.
Yeah.
If you're shy, if this is your first thing, we're here to build a community. You're building community with these people. You have to get to know them properly. What if somebody randomly messaged you 18,000 times saying, why are you ignoring me? And then you're just like, well, I'm blocking this motherfucker. I'm not doing that.
It's just audacity.
Exactly. I don't want to deal with it. The audacity.
Listen.
And if I hear a conversation like that, I'll correct everybody, like in the situation. If I'm next to somebody in the club and I hear them saying, well, oh, I thought you were going to hang out with me. And I'm like, chill, wait a minute. That's incorrect. She doesn't owe you nothing, or he doesn't owe you anything. Sometimes it's the other way around.
I call it out as soon as I hear some weird shit. I'm like, did you hear what she said? Yeah. I think she said no. I think the room heard. I think we all heard her say it. How come you didn't hear her say it?
Yeah.
No, because
I'm just bring out my spray and I'm just like, do I need to use this? Because I'm getting the energy. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up.
Yo,
Like, I'm
let
not
me
dealing
tell
with
you.
it.
Hold on. Let's
Let-
let's
let's-
let
let's-
let me tell you about my crazy weekend.
Go ahead, girl.
My crazy day yesterday. Wild,
Okay.
right? Co-host of the meet and greet at Lou and Choose. Good time. Jay has come out to a few of those. It's great. We love it there.
Love it.
Jam packed crowd, how it normally is. Some friends of mine, some new people, and it's just always a great time. It's always really, really fun. So I was there
Mhm.
from 3 to 7, maybe a little bit after 7, and then I was there with one of my friends, and he was like, "Oh, I want to go dancing." I'm like, "Okay, girl, let's skedaddle. We're gonna go dancing." Go down there. Didn't even go dancing because homegirl lost her wallet. Ended up having to go back to Lou and Choose to go get her wallet. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go home, but I'm also gonna stop at this one place because it's on the way home. It's always those nights where you're like, I'm gonna stop at this one place. Stop there for an hour. I'm like, I do know this LS club is open. I'm gonna just stop there. It's on the way home.
Mhm.
I'm
Do it.
there. And then I'm there and they're like, hey, there's a hotel party. You wanna come? I'm like, it's by the airport. It's on the way home. I'm gonna go. Don't. This is why you don't need to hang out. This is why Miss J don't hang out with Miss D, because my nights are like that. This is why she don't come outside with me. This is why she doesn't play.
No. No, I don't come out because Jazz, you know my situation. But like I said, the thing is too, I feel like if we hang out as much as we would want to hang out, it will be detrimental to our
Crazy.
wallets and crazy. I'm gonna be banned from at least the security people are gonna know me if I get to a point because I'm too Puerto Rican anger to deal with any bullshit. And that comes to the people that are running the event, to the people at the event. Everybody can catch these hands.
So opposite. Like we will both call it out, right?
Yeah.
But the way I'm calling it out, it's like, oh, is that? Oh, was that a good idea? Like, I'm very cutesy, very demure. Miss J was like, I just don't understand. Are we not on the same page? I actually need to speak to a manager immediately.
Oh, I don't think you're getting it. Let me talk to somebody higher than you real quick. You better get on the phone if they're not here because we're gonna have this conversation today. It's not gonna happen, buddy. Not for you, not for me. And I'm already at 10 tequilas deep. It's serious. Girl, remember the event we went to the one time, the event you hosted? And I was lit. And I'm dazed the whole time. And then there's all this situation happening around me. And I was just like, what?
You were literally like eating like chips in a corner.
Like a fucking germ. I was at an event.
We were at an event. Had a good time. We threw a little spicy time event, had some kink demos going on, had a great host, and everybody's in lingerie. I'm making cocktails. We are having the time of our lives, right?
Yep.
The time of our lives. The type of event Miss D would throw, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
And after the strippers came out, because of course, why would there not be strippers? I'm throwing a girl's night. Why would there not be strippers? After the strippers come out, one of our friends, don't know how, she's getting cheese from the cheese board on the table, topsy-turvies, falls over. We're like, holy fuck, bitch, what? Comes to my she's on like 8-inch pleasers, breaks her ankle. The strippers have to carry her outside to get in the car to take her to the hospital. She has to have an emergency surgery. Nothing light. And I'm intoxicated. I'm videotaping the whole thing. I'm just like, my girl's getting carried out by BBC right now because the strippers are carrying her out. And Miss J's over there in the corner eating fucking chips. Like,
yeah. I checked on her. She was fine. I wrapped because I broke my foot that same year. So I was like, I know what to do, y'all. Mind you, I'm lit as hell. I was like, I know what to do. Took my robe off, wrapped it around her foot. I was like, keep it stable. Keep it stable. She's getting carried out. And I'm still like, oh, look, get some good ass chips right quick. I'm lit.
Out. Okay, guys.
But you know what? We all had fun. It was memorable.
She was zoned
No, but you know what's crazy? Because I think that same event, the earlier one, which was the brunch,
Mhm.
there was like bad shit with the food or something like that. I was like, no, 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 come here, come here. We gotta have a talk. Again, I have culinary experience as well, so I'm like, no, 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 no. This is not. The temperature's off. This is wrong. I'm a Karen when respected. Like I'm very respectful until you fuck.
She is
At that one event too.
always.
Remember, everybody got free food.
Listen, Miss J is that friend that you're just like, oh my god, she gonna say something to a waiter. Like, oh my god, they gonna spit on our food. It's her. It's her,
No,
guys.
no. When that guy came back, I remember he was like, I was like, can you get your manager? And she
You
came.
know what it is? You have
They
to
took,
be the dom in every situation.
that's what it is.
In your food order. Like,
I was like, I got everybody's order. What are you getting? And then they'll come out, they'll fuck up or something. And I'm very nice. Let's be real. I've been a server. I've been
no,
everything.
fact.
I'm very nice. However, don't feed me bullshit. And then I fed that guy bullshit for 30 minutes. And I was like, well, you understand exactly because we went to the same school back in whatever. And he was like, yeah. I was like, yup, yes, exactly. And I'm like, guys, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying at this point. I'm already too deep.
We need another girls night or
Me
the
too.
getaway. Like I had one where we had like a little getaway.
Mhm.
Strippers were
As
involved
long as
there
it's not
too. But that
camping, I'm
was
down because a bitch doesn't do nature.
hell no. It was an Airbnb. Absolutely not. We're not.
Somebody asked me if I want to do a camping trip. I was like,
Okay, now I would do glamping. And then, you know what, Jaleesa? Don't use this one. Do not use that one. Do not use
I'm not. The other clip was adorable, though. The other clip was adorable. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, stop. Scratch. Stop. Nobody heard that. Okay.
Everybody knows
would go camping. I would go camping. I would thug it out like camp, like real life camping. I would love that.
I need an inflatable everything because I'm not touching the ground. I'm a princess.
I would do both.
Yeah, no, I don't touch her. I was a Girl Scout, goddamn it. I'm not doing that shit. I remember crying because my hand touched a dirty stick in the woods. I was like, what is this? And they're like, Jazz,
No,
you have to
no, I like the dirt. No. I like the dirt. I want my hands in the dirt. I want to walk barefoot on the ground.
No, that's different. I can do that. I can't touch it though, the texture. However,
stop.
Secretary,
like the mountains.
Secretary scene. No, mountains are great. But remember the secretary scene with their wedding night?
Yeah.
That. I could do that. That's okay.
Girl, get out of here.
I could do that type of the woods. I'm not doing anything else. I'm too pretty for that. I just no. No, thank you.
All right, hold on. Did I run down my list of all of the venues out in our area? Let's see. We did Satan Centers. That's in the Northeast, and then they have another location in Atlanta. Also own role play. So now Miss J brought up the role play rules and the things off their website. If any of you guys aren't familiar with role play because it is a new thing, they also previously were called the Dungeon, and previously before that they were called Satan Centers. They have consistently been owned by the same people. They just keep changing the name and changing the style of the venue. So role play is literally the same club that it's always been. If anybody knows what I'm talking, if you know, you know.
I didn't know that because here's the situation. When I was first starting BDSM, I think the Dungeon was the name of the club I used to.
Yeah, probably.
Wow, that's wild. Full circle.
So like, let me bring it back for some people that might know that under a different name. Like, yeah, so that is what roleplay is. We talked about Pleasure Garden. And then there's this place called Sinner's Paradise, but I don't talk about that too much.
Dream Boutique.
Oh, now, okay. I am a queer woman. Now, the Dream Boutique is a little boutique. It's going to have all your toys. They have some really nice high quality toys though, like especially like metal steel ones, like really, really nice stuff. So it's over there. It's connected to Pleasure Garden. So if you go in Pleasure Garden, if you go there on First Friday, you can walk through, go to Dream Boutique, and it's just like a store, right? No, not really. And then they have another side. They have a theater side. The theater side. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that side's very gay. very homo, very, very boy on boy action, very, very thug on thug action over there.
I love that.
But if you like seeing it, or you just are just curious, you can go over to Dream Boutique. Now, past there during the day, and you think all them cars is there because they had Jerry's Corner. No, that's your husband and your boyfriend over there at Dream Boutique getting that shit in with their coworker.
We love that. We love that. Go off. Don't
That's
get
what it's
caught.
for.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. But I like going over there. I like going over there. I like the little theater. I like the little setup. They have like a little round like room. Everything's like leather and black and red and
You know what? When my monies get back up, bitch, you gotta take me on a tour. We should do a tour. That's what we need to do.
yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
working on some proposals for
She
these.
is. She really is.
I got
For
time.
sure. Yeah, because that place at least you get like 3 in 1 because you're going to Pleasure
Yeah.
Garden, you can go to the store, and you can go to the theater side if you want to. But
Mhm.
even just to walk through, like it's just a vibe, like just to
Yeah.
experience it, like
Yeah. No, I agree. I think we pretty much covered everything. I
we
liked
did, and we're not staying on here real late with y'all tonight. We not.
yeah, we're not. Jazzy got stuff to do, god dang it. I got stuff to I'm gonna redo everything. So next time you see us, everything might be changed. I don't know. Don't quote me yet. But I did want to at least talk about one thing. Like, what would be your experience? What was your experience at like one of your first events, your Ellis club events, or like club experiences?
Oh, what was my first shit? What
Yeah,
was my first club? It was probably Pleasure Garden. It
Pleasure
was
Garden.
probably Pleasure Garden. Yeah. Because I had like already been in a LS and I had been to like a dungeon before, but I hadn't been to a swingers club.
Yeah.
And I had been to like classes and like all those fun
Yeah.
things and munchins, but I had never been to a swingers club. So I had went with like this guy that I was dating, and then I brought another guy that I was dating.
Hmm. I know. I know. For me, I've only been to like my VIP events, like we talked to and stuff like that. Like I had to pay for tickets. I don't have to pay for membership or nothing. So I don't really want to
Yeah.
talk about it because I don't have experience. But everything was pretty much you knew what was going to happen. However, you know what
Yeah.
I've been interested in? Swingers cruises. I've been
Me
wanting to go.
too. What?
I've been wanting to go so fucking bad.
I
But
want to go on a lifestyle cruise so bad. I want to go to Hito next summer. Like all my friends go to Hito every summer, and I feel like I'm
I know,
so
you know what?
missing
I think me and the other people's we've been
yeah.
talking about going to that. I was like, let me see where I'm at, but I definitely want to try to go because again, I'm bougie bitch when I travel. We're gonna get a hotel.
She's like,
If you're with
good.
me, we're getting a good ass hotel. We'll get separate
Yeah.
rooms if we need to, whatever. But we're getting the bougie
I
bougie.
do know, like, if you go to Jamaica, don't book and stay at Hito, you can still like go to their parties. I don't think you can
Yeah.
go to like their full like nude. Like I think you can go to the daytime things. I don't think you can go to like
Oh,
that
that's
night like play party. Yeah, I don't think you have access. Only the people that stay at the hotel have access
oh
to
well,
like
then
the
definitely
night
we're doing that because I think
party.
they didn't want to stay at the hotel. I think they're like, yeah, we could stay at a different thing, and I was
Yeah,
like,
you
I'm
can
not. I
buy
don't
a
like.
day pass. You can buy a day pass to access the new beach. Go to like the day parties at the pool and everything's nude and fun and whatever. But like that nighttime play party, that your day pass, they ain't getting you in there.
Well, we're definitely gonna talk about that and plan some shit. But I had another question. I don't remember. Oh, we have something we're planning, right?
We do. We're trying to
I'm
plan this cuddle
excited.
party. We're not trying. We are.
Oh
The
no,
cuddle
we
party
are. We
is
are. We're in final
coming.
discussions about everything.
Yes, we're working on the
I love
venue.
that. It was a good time. You went to Hito?
Tasha.
I love that. But yeah, so we're setting up to do
But
an event soon.
yes, we're gonna host a cuddle party, so we're definitely like focusing on intimacy and touch and connection. And sometimes maybe not. Maybe sometimes you just want to like have like a really intimate conversation with somebody or just talk
Mhm.
and rant. So it's a very
Yeah.
low, chill vibes,
Mhm.
candles. Bring a bear, bring a yoga mat, bring some blankets, bring a pillow,
Mhm.
and maybe like you'll find somebody you want to cuddle with
Yeah.
and have a good time. Not sex.
I know I'm
No
excited.
sex happening. no sex is happening in the cuddle room.
Yeah, no. It's a safe, like, it's straight intimacy without intercourse of any type. This is
Exactly,
just
because
intimacy through touch and embracing. I know for me, I'm like you said, I know I'm bringing my big ass teddy bear because I know most people might want to use that.
yeah,
Because I'm a bitch that likes to cuddle. So you can cuddle with me, y'all. I love it. So
I love to cuddle. I love to cuddle. I love like caressing people. But sometimes people don't really understand um
mhm,
that you can have these intimate touches without it turning sexual, and
exactly.
that's really important, and that's what we're really focusing on at these cuddle events that Sexually
Yeah.
Speaking will be hosting.
We're gonna have more information soon on
Yes,
our Instagram page and other social media accounts.
yeah.
So just be on
And
the lookout. If you have any questions, let us know.
we will be featured on the Made podcast coming up really soon in a few weeks. So look for that. We'll definitely be putting a
Mhm,
flyer out for that. So we're really
definitely.
excited for them having us over there on their platform.
We love it. We love it. But no, definitely. So just be on the lookout for that. I'm excited about everything. Because the
Yeah,
event space looks real nice. I mean, I can't wait. But
I
yeah,
can't
if you have any questions, concerns, send us a message through our social media accounts, and then we can answer it that way. Uh, so Miss D, where can we find you?
can find me on Instagram. That's the best way, honestly, to contact me. I'm also on TikTok, but IG is the way to go. It is MZDEEX. Miss DX, that is on Instagram, TikTok, and FetLife. I post about the Cookout Munch. Cookout Munch is a POC munch held every last
Mhm,
Wednesday of the month. We just had one last Wednesday and it was amazing. And shout out to everybody that came. I had met so
mhm.
many new great people, like I always do.
I love
So
it.
yeah. So I'll look for the Cookout Munch, the cuddle parties, everything on all my social medias. Miss X, okay?
All
And Miss J,
right.
where can they find you at, babe?
Oh my gosh. You know me, Obey Michelle on anything kinky on all social media accounts, be it IG, TikTok. FetLife, I think, is a little different. I'll update that later. To be honest, I'm still trying to recover. I found messages from my first Dami days. That was crazy.
Wow, that's
But
crazy.
the good news though, a lot of my old subbies are on there. I wanted to message them so bad, but it's been
Yeah,
years. I was
why
like, I'm not
not?
gonna be a creep. Now I'm gonna, but like you respect because they're owned by other doms. I don't want to impede. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I don't want to intrude. I like to be respectful because the Dom community, at least back in my day, was very competitive. I ain't trying to be called out as talking about I'm trying to steal somebody's stuff. Nah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, no, literally fights. But anyway,
no,
IG,
absolutely.
TikTok, I'm always down though. Obey Miss J on all social media. Be respectful. If you see me on anything else social media, don't talk kinky on there. Then only go on Obey Miss J. That's it. I will not respond,
Fact.
and you might be blocked.
If
Again,
you see
like
my regular page, know that.
don't add me. I'm not doing that. But anywho, please like, follow, and subscribe to social media. Oh my god, sexually dot speaking on all social media platforms. Also the gang, of course, is going to be Nymphs of Lore, which is on every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Fabian Friends, and of course also Talks is another podcast I'm a part of, which is on every Monday at 8 p.m., which is tomorrow. So you're going to see my ass again tomorrow. Let's see here. Let me make sure I don't have anything
And I
else.
really need y'all to tap in. And if you know us for real, and if you don't, it does not take anything for you to thumbs up our YouTube page,
Yeah.
log in, follow us on Twitch. You know what I'm
And we're
saying?
active. Like we
We're,
actually
we
comment back,
are.
we respond. You know, we answer
Us
questions. The
on
amount of questions you
Instagram.
answer and I answer is wild.
Right. Please lock in with us, not just on our personal pages. Our personal pages are great and we love talking to you
Yep.
guys on that. We do post on
Mhm.
them every day. but still definitely lock in with us on the Sexually
Oh, yeah.
Speaking social medias. Please, please, please,
Exactly,
please.
because we
Don't
just
feel
hit
like
200 on
right. I
Facebook.
don't think it matters, but it really does. It boosts
It
us.
does.
Every like, every comment, every share, it all matters, and we
'Cause
appreciate it.
yeah, we appreciate it. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Are we all
No,
set?
girl, let's get out of here.
Girl,
Peace out.
we lots of love, y'all. See y'all next time. Oh my God, Sunday. That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's a Sunday, y'all. Have a good one. Lots of love, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Feel like don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.